And I think, I would absolutely love to get to a point in the world where it's less about your gender and more about ability and about who you are,
and the way you can lead people out.
You are in a role because you can do the job. But I think some of that comes from having confidence in your own capabilities as a woman, because many times, I think when we spoke on the phone, I think we talked about this, but it's a really important point. You look at an advert or you look at a role and you think, great, that looks so exciting. Yeah. And there's 10 responsibilities or competencies that are on there, and you look at them and you think, oh gosh, I've only got 8.
Yeah. So I can't do the job.
I won't go for that. Whereas I think, I think often a man would say, I've got 8, great, I'll go for that.
Yeah, why not? I'll probably find the other 2 later.
Part of it is, do you wait to be offered for that seat, or do you say, actually, I am here and I'm missing those 2, but I've got all of these transferable skills.
But I think that's about the confidence as well, isn't it? It's having a confidence. And when you're sort of on a pathway, you can use that confidence. And sometimes, a lot of people have reached a position and they almost sort of like just spun a little bit of a story just to get to that point. But they know once they get there, they can use their abilities to learn and develop that skill set. And at the end of the day, they'll become a great leader and a great manager.
I can't remember who it was that said it, but there's, I don't know whether it was Amy Cundy, but I was listening to her TED Talks, and they were talking there about just say yes. Just say yes. You'll learn about it. Don't take a job because you're afraid if you can do it or not.
Yeah.
Just take it. You'll learn along the way, because suddenly we think that if we take that job or we take that next level, that our learning stops. But you should be learning new stuff all of the time.
Well, you don't develop either.
Evolving. No. Am I perfect right now? Not even close. But I'm better than I was 6 months ago.
Because at the end of the day, by promotion, you're automatically, we've not done that position before.
No.
You've done what you've done at this level, and now your next level is to move that. And then, so you're always learning at a new level. And the people around you will develop, because you're using your leadership skills then to say, okay, so this isn't my field, but I know you know, and I know you know, and we can piece that together. And as a team, then we're working it together, and then you become a great manager, a great leader, a great director.
There's no such thing as a leader that's just an I. Is there? Individualistic behaviours for me are really outdated. You are as successful as a team you have around you.
Absolutely. Yeah, the days of micromanagement are way behind us.
It's antiquated, and it's just it was over. It was over back then.
Yeah, it was.
I met you obviously a year ago.
Yes.
On a conference. Keeley was the key speaker there. And literally, I'm pretty sure you already understand. You cannot not fall in love with her. She just had this passion when she talks. And something else that I absolutely loved, it wasn't only what you talk and obviously the way how you give the information and the passion you talk with. It was about your team that was sitting, I think, 2 or 3 rows in front of me. How they look at you and your relation that I've seen, obviously, after the stage. We've had few breaks. You can see people here and there. How you build such an amazing team, because you can't see very often this bond. It was absolutely unbelievable. Something that I still remember like it was yesterday. I'm really curious. What is the key to build a successful and such a great team?
Wow. Thank you so much. That's a lovely thing to say. And it's, it's really important to me. A team is so important. I love my team here. It's one of the decisions to move on to the new role that made it so hard, because I've given everything I've got to the team. So how I've built the team here. So I think when I come into the team, it's always been my way over the last 15 years within a team is to get to know your team. I don't look at it that I'm in charge. I don't look at it from a power play position or what I can get out of the team. I have a team around me that I trust to do a job, and I respect their abilities to be able to do that job. But I certainly don't believe in sitting in an ivory tower and asking the team to do something that you're not prepared to do yourself.
Absolutely.
But equally, and I think this is the one most important thing, is years gone by, it was leave your problems at the door. And I felt that leadership was a very transactional relationship. I know my team. I know their families. I know when their birthdays are. I know who their children are. I take the time to get to know all of my team, not just my managers, all of my team. And I care about all of them. And I think that we were having this conversation before the podcast started, where if I go and ask my team a conversation to ask how they are, I really do mean, how are you?
Yeah.
I'm asking you because I care. I'm not asking to say, how are you? How much, when are you going to get your job done? I'm asking because I care. And I think one of the things that's been really important to me in my career, especially here, is that it is impossible for people to turn up to work every single day and feel okay. It's impossible.
It is, yeah.
It is absolutely.
Everyone else get a little bit of baggage when they walk in the door.
Everybody does.
Yeah.
We all arrive in a team coming from different experiences in our working careers. And one time I had a manager, a female manager, just to point out, that made my life hell for 18 months. And I'll never forget her. And she taught me the most valuable lesson that I ever needed to learn.
Do not be like her.
Do not be like that. Lead with humility, lead with authenticity, lead with kindness.
Absolutely.
My team don't expect me to be a robot. And I don't expect that from them either.
No.
And there's one key word that I just want to point out, and it's called vulnerability. I am not afraid to be vulnerable in front of my team. I'm not afraid to say that I don't know how to do something. Some of my team know more than I do. I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid
important.
to show my vulnerability.
Don't forget what Steve Jobs said. You don't need to be the smartest one or the best one. You just need to have the ability to have
to bring it together.
People around you and to make them work together.
And I really, I think I buy into that with my whole heart. So I'm not afraid to be vulnerable in front of my team, and I'm not afraid of their vulnerabilities either. So we had a come as you are strategy within the teams, and if you came in the morning, or if you arrived to work in the morning, you're not okay, well, let's just go grab a coffee, let's have a chat about it, because you are more likely to get some work done.
Absolutely.
If you've had just 5 minutes of kindness in a day, can set you up for the whole day and beyond.
It just changes your whole emotion.